Chosen one, this message reaches you not by chance but by divine intent. You've just crossed a significant milestone. The ultimate trial has been overcome. What you faced wasn't merely hardship. It was a spiritual test designed to unveil the resilience always within you. This message's timing affirms it. You're no longer the person you once were. You didn't find this confirmation by accident. You were led here. The universe, your ancestors, and unseen forces guiding you aligned to confirm your triumph. The illusions have dissolved. The pressure didn't shatter you. It awakened you. You've earned this new chapter through perseverance, faith, and courage when no one saw your burdens. Now, the door has swung open. A higher calling awaits. You're not here just to feel inspired. You're here to recall your power, purpose, and the greater mission post-trial. This is your moment to rise, chosen one. Not just in joy, but in vision, action, and alignment. The final test wasn't your conclusion. It was the divine marker of a fresh start. You've overcome a hidden ordeal most would have crumbled under, unaware you were being tested. Silently, without fanfare, you passed a spiritual trial. Now, the earth shifts beneath you, as if ready to unleash a wave of blessings so potent it could transform everything. That blessing awaits your signal, your readiness. Before we proceed, take a moment to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't yet. This message is meant for every chosen one to hear. If this resonates with your soul, leave the number 77 in the comments. It's not just a number. It's a sacred sign to the universe, showing alignment with your divine purpose and readiness for greatness. Only the truly chosen will stay until the end. For those who do, deeper truths will unfold, your spiritual clarity will deepen, and the blessings in this message will shine clearly. Wisdom reveals itself gradually. Revisit this message as needed to align mind, body, and soul with these truths. Each return will reveal something more powerful, something divine previously hidden. Chapter 1. The Silent Tribunal. Of your soul, recall those moments when doubt consumed you. Those sleepless nights when your mind raced endlessly. You thought it was just a tough phase, but something deeper was unfolding. You were tested, not in grand, obvious ways, but through small, repeated challenges, tiny choices, quick reactions, unseen battles. These were part of something greater. You might have thought those decisions were trivial, but they were pivotal turning points. This was the silent tribunal of your soul, a quiet spiritual court asking, will you uphold truth? Will you compromise for comfort? Will you endure when no one watches? People around you, family, co-workers, friends, strangers, played roles too, not always intentionally, but their words, attitudes, and judgments became part of your test. Some pushed you into emotional corners. Others sowed confusion or fueled self-doubt. But it all served a purpose, to reveal if you'd lose yourself or hold to your values. And you did. You stood firm. Perhaps you didn't realize it then, but by choosing integrity, patience, and truth, despite difficulty, you passed each stage. It likely felt unfair. You may have wondered why nothing came easily, why plans were delayed, or why peace was a battle, but it wasn't punishment. It was preparation. The universe was testing if you could handle a greater calling. Those hidden struggles built you in ways comfort never could. Without applause or recognition, you forged spiritual resilience. Illusions you once held about who you are, what matters, what you're capable of, began to fade. You saw people more clearly. You saw yourself more clearly. The doubters who called you naive or unrealistic revealed their own fears, not your truth. Slowly, something shifted within. You stopped shrinking. You stopped apologizing. You silenced fear to let faith speak louder. That's when change began. The true battle was always in your mind. Once you mastered it, the external world responded. Small blessings emerged. Peace returned. Momentum built in your favor. Then, almost suddenly, you crossed a divine threshold. God, the universe, your higher power, whatever you call it, took notice. You met the spiritual requirements of a test you didn't know you were taking. Don't expect loud fanfare or dramatic signs. Spiritual Victories often bring subtle rewards, inner peace, and knowing in your spirit a lifted burden. Then doors open. People once blind to your light are drawn to it. Opportunities you prayed for arrive effortlessly. The doubters watch in quiet disbelief as you rise. You proved yourself, not to them, but to a higher truth. Your soul was tested and found ready. Now, your life is poised to overflow with favor, alignment, and abundance. The silent tribunal has ruled, and the verdict is clear. You're chosen. You're ready. Your rise is inevitable. Chapter 2. Unmasking the obstacle that never was. Here's the startling truth. Your greatest challenge wasn't external. It wasn't a person, job loss or betrayal. The real obstacle, the one with the most power, was your own mind. Yes, people hurt you. Yes, life dealt unfair blows. But those events gained weight because they triggered unhealed inner wounds. A betrayal confirmed your deepest fear. Maybe you weren't worthy. A missed chance stung because part of you believed you'd always fall short. These inner beliefs gave problems power. The doubters often mirrored these beliefs unknowingly, echoing lies you told yourself. You're not enough. You won't succeed. Be realistic. Their role wasn't to destroy you, but to reflect illusions you needed to face. The true journey wasn't about proving them wrong. It was about confronting the parts of yourself that agreed with them. This is where spiritual awakening begins. You stop blaming others and start seeking truth within. You see how past experiences, childhood wounds, heartbreaks, societal conditioning, planted false beliefs. Maybe you were taught not to trust your instincts. Maybe you believed abundance was for others, not you. Maybe love always felt just out of reach. Over time, these illusions became your reality, not because they were true, but because you believed them. But here's the beauty. Illusions are fragile. Question them, and they crumble. Breaking free isn't easy, though some doubters tried to keep you stuck, not out of malice, but because your growth unsettled them. Those living in illusions feel threatened when someone escapes. They'll pull you back with logic, guilt, or fear. But that's their discomfort, not your truth. Yet you pressed on. You peeled back layers of false beliefs. You challenged your thoughts, changed your habits. Slowly, you realized those impossible obstacles were never real. They were illusions, fear-based stories with no foundation. When you rejected the narrative of unworthiness, the illusion lost its hold. What felt like heavy chains became mere smoke. The path cleared, and you stepped boldly forward. Even the doubters stepped back, seeing your undeniable growth, not through luck, but because you faced your greatest enemy, your own limitations. With the illusion shattered, the space it occupied is now open. What's rushing in? Blessings, truth, expansion. You're no longer bound by false beliefs. Your potential is limitless. The ceiling is gone. The cage is gone. All that remains is the open sky and your courage to soar. Chapter 3. The universe's secret plan to elevate. Some say life is random, accidents and coincidences without meaning. But deep down, you've sensed something greater at work. Behind every challenge, detour, and delay, a hidden force was guiding you toward awakening. You weren't drifting. You were being shaped, refined, redirected for a higher purpose. In moments when you barely held on, unaware you were in a divine test, those weren't just coincidences. They were spiritual setups. Each disappointment, delay, or closed door was part of a grand, unseen plan to strengthen your spirit and expand your capacity. To outsiders, it might look like luck or odd turns. But you know better. You see divine fingerprints everywhere now. Rejection was redirection. Chaos was careful choreography. The universe invests deeply in souls who carry light. Like yours, most stay trapped in illusions, afraid to question or grow. But you pushed past the fog with courage. You were shaped through pressure. Like a diamond, every heartbreak, letdown, and moment you chose to rise instead of grow bitter, proved your vessel could hold more light, love, truth. Now, as the veil lifts, you see how everything worked together. But here's the twist. The universe rarely reveals its full plan up front. It demands faith. Step by step, if you'd known the purpose from the start, you might have forced outcomes or skipped the process. Your unawareness kept your growth authentic. Your blind but brave decisions were pure. Others might have thought you were lost, but your soul followed the signs. Synchronicities, nudges, dreams, quiet knowing. You followed spiritual breadcrumbs now. The pieces make sense. Your healing, clarity, and expansion ripple outward, affecting the energy around you. You've become a light in a world of illusion. Without trying, you inspire others to awaken. Your presence shifts rooms. Your journey shows what's possible when you trust the unseen. With old illusions shattered and your spirit stretched wide, you stand on the edge of something magnificent. You're ready not just to receive blessings, but to embody the purpose your soul chose before birth. What seemed random is now sacred design. You've passed the test, and the reward isn't just success, it's alignment with your divine path. Chapter 4. When blessings begin to overflow at first, blessings arrive quietly, subtly, a forgotten debt is repaid. An opportunity aligns perfectly with your passion. You may wonder if they're real or just fleeting luck, but these are the first ripples of something greater. Soon, blessings gain momentum, faster, fuller, louder, a sudden job offer, a spiritually aligned relationship, effortless creative ideas, financial breakthroughs, emotional peace. Even doubters notice something extraordinary unfolding. They may call it luck or timing, but you know the truth. This abundance was hard-earned, born from your willingness to grow, to face pain without hardening. This overflow reflects your inner work. It can feel surreal after years of struggle or staying small. Receiving so much light can overwhelm. Sparking guilt or fear, it might vanish. But this is part of your transformation, learning to receive without fear. These blessings aren't just money or status, they're unshakable peace, clear purpose, soul-nourishing connections. You feel grounded, aware, powerful in your authenticity. The universe waited for you to grow strong enough to handle this beauty, but abundance brings responsibility. Hardship tests strength. Blessings test humility. As life expands, so does the temptation to drift, to forget what got you here. Some may treat you differently, seeking your glow without giving back. Stay anchored. Keep gratitude at your core. You did the work, but divine forces helped. You didn't walk alone. This awareness keeps blessings flowing, not stagnant. Use what you receive for a higher purpose. Let your overflow bridge others' lack. Share wisdom, support, kindness, not from duty, but abundance. This aligns you with the divine rhythm of give and receive. Keep your spiritual armor on. Even in abundance, illusions don't always appear as struggles, sometimes as praise, pride, or ease. Stay vigilant. Check in with your soul. Let success deepen devotion, not inflate ego. You've crossed the threshold, passed the unannounced test. The universe responds not just with gifts, but an invitation to live fully aligned. This is your reward, responsibility, and calling. Chapter 5. Staying grounded as your world expands, as your life blooms with abundance. New challenges emerge, not as expected. You thought success would bring pure joy. It does bring fulfillment, but it demands balance. Doors open. People are drawn to your light. Opportunities appear daily. But expansion requires deeper humility, not shrinking or denying progress, but staying tied to truth. Your success wasn't yours alone. You worked hard, endured, but divine forces aligned circumstances. Without their intervention, the story might differ. Let this keep your heart open, your spirit clear. As your light is recognized, some may latch onto your rise with impure intentions, seeking your glow without adding value. Stay kind but wise. Discern who walks with you and who merely passes through. Boundaries are self-respect, not cruelty. Protect your peace. Honor the sacred space you've built. Humility guards against a dangerous illusion. believing you can coast without effort, that nothing can touch you. But spiritual growth never stops. Each level brings new lessons. Illusions, distractions, humility keeps you teachable, tuned to the source that elevated you, maintaining the flow of blessings. Your journey inspires others only if authentic. Let your life be a living example, not a performance. Let growth whisper truth, not shout achievement. Authenticity needs no applause. It simply is. True blessings aren't one-time gifts, but part of a living relationship with the divine. Honor the process. Stay rooted in service and remember your power's source. Your life will expand miraculously. The world may predict your rise or fall, but your alignment is beyond prediction. You're not chasing success, you're embodying divine flow. In that space, nothing is impossible. Chapter 6. Bringing your vision to life. Start focusing your vision. Write it down. Speak it aloud. Make it real. Don't let skepticism sway you. This isn't empty ambition, it's your spirit's evolution. The next step after breaking free from illusions. You're no longer bound by old narratives. You can envision a future aligned with your highest potential. Trust the universe to guide you. New mentors and allies will appear, offering wisdom to push your vision further. Matching the energy you radiate. Stay grounded and humble. There's a fine line between ambition and arrogance, humility and confidence. Balance. Keep your vision authentic. Your success isn't just for you. Your rise inspires others to see beyond limitations. Your journey becomes a beacon for those trapped in illusions of what they can achieve. Share your story with grace, and others will find courage to break free. Your story isn't just yours, it's part of a greater narrative unfolding for all. Focus on the bigger picture. Your success isn't just personal gain, it's alignment with universal abundance and purpose. This alignment isn't a one-time feat, it's a continuous journey. Keep dreaming bigger. Keep striving. The universe will meet you at every turn, fulfilling your purpose in unimaginable ways. Chapter 7. Reflecting on triumph and moving forward. Having crossed the first phase's finish line, pause to reflect on what transpired. From this vantage point, you see not just the distance traveled, but the layers of transformation. There were times you doubted your worth, wondered if you could continue. You faced silence, setbacks, isolation. But you didn't quit. Now in victory, you see the truth. The doubting version of you is gone. This triumph wasn't about outshining others or proving them wrong. It was about transcending your limitations. You weren't here to compete, but to evolve. You've outgrown doubts, fears, and illusions that once shaped your reality. You walked through fire and emerged refined, not ruined. In this sacred stillness post-breakthrough, you feel the shift in your soul. You're not who you were. Fear has become courage. Confusion has become clarity. Self-doubt has become unshakable truth. I am enough. I always was. I always will be. You pass the unannounced test, ever present. A new power awakens, not just for you, but for the lives you'll influence, the healing you'll bring, the ripple effect your light will create across generations. Yet, don't grow complacent. True warriors don't retire after one battle. They sharpen their vision. Stay alert. Prepare for what's next. Illusions may return in new guises, but you're not easily fooled. You recognize tactics, see through distractions, and guard your peace and purpose. Some may dismiss your growth as luck or coincidence, but their opinions can't pierce your shield. You built this foundation on perseverance, spiritual insight, and divine timing. Your journey wasn't random, it was orchestrated. As your labor bears fruit, the universe isn't just testing you, it's rewarding your alignment. Opportunities flow easily, not because life softened, but because you did the inner work. You're no longer forcing doors, they unlock because you carry the right frequency. As your path unfolds, you'll meet mentors, allies, divine assignments. The mission continues. The terrain changes, but your resilience endures. You've proven you can weather storms. What lies ahead isn't just survival, it's sacred expansion. You'll rise, not from pressure, but from purpose. Looking back, You may wonder how you broke free from fear, doubt, limitation. That's the mystery of this sacred path. Transformation is rarely clear in the moment. It reveals meaning as you walk. Each chapter builds on the last. What seemed like breakdowns were divine setups. Every hardship prepared you. Every delay refined you. Every rejection redirected you to something greater. With confidence steady and vision renewed, you step into the next phase, unshaken, unstoppable, fully aware of your divine identity. You're no longer chasing purpose, you're embodying it. The journey continues, but you carry all you need within. Keep pressing forward. Chosen one, your story is just beginning. The universe holds far more than your past could contain. Stay faithful, focused, aligned. The path ahead is rich with revelation, and you were born for this moment.